thank you to Greg Russ and MPHA. This is a really important and exciting day. You know, we're talking about 16 units for families, not just at, you know, the 50 and 60% of area median income, which is what we traditionally do, which is great, but it's deeply affordable. It's deeply low-income housing. And we're not pushing them out to the side, we're welcoming them into the neighborhood. So big thank you to Nokomis East. Thank you to everyone that's already been thanked, but I think it's necessary because this really does take a partnership from Hennepin County to Councilmember Johnson, who I know from as long as 3 years ago was leading on this every step of the way, to our wonderful congressman who's been there in terms of making sure that we have the necessary funding and will over at the federal legislature to get these projects done. Andrea and Teresa, my goodness, I remember you advocating for this project a couple years ago and figuring out the logistics to make it happen. This is something that is truly important. I push this statistic out all the time, but I'm going to say it again because I want to drum it into people's heads. We've got a very large population that is experiencing homelessness and is working. Both. They are working. And they just don't have the gap. They aren't making enough money to bridge that gap between the affordable rate and the market rate. And not only are we keeping them homeless, and that's the wrong decision, but it's also financially really stupid because it costs about 3 times as much to keep them on the streets, whole families in this instance, on the streets, than it does just to give them a home. And so we have that obligation, and I think we are living up to it right now. So once again, thank you so much to everyone who had a hand in getting this done. This will be a wonderful contribution to the neighborhood and to the city, and we're just so proud. Thanks again.